The unbeaten Baylor Bears collide with Oklahoma.
Ohio State, Penn State, Saturday at 8 on ABC.
Ohio State, second in the nation, not from his perspective.
Do you believe that you can win this fight tonight?
Coming off a statement win, you either build on the momentum or watch your playoff hopes fade to black.
Do you believe that you can win this fight tonight?
USC, Ohio State, the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. The Pac-12 and Big Ten champions collide as Sam Darnold leads the Trojans against the Buckeyes. The Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, Friday at 8:30 on ESPN. Under these lights, everything is electric. The look, the noise, the offense. Anything can happen on Saturday night.
Hey, Stone Cold, what are you doing up so late?
Hey, Nan. Just studying. I'm fading pretty fast.
I know just the thing.
Can I get one more of those?
Sure.
Thanks, buddy. That helps.
Don't work too hard.
More saving, more doing.
I think it's time to let go.
This is a present on holiday weekend for all football fans.
It's time to let go.
Tradition is what makes college sports great. Now CNN continues its own tradition every Saturday with an inside look at the college gridiron, top players and strategies. College football preview, Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time on CNN.
Be elite, play Florida State football.
We got a heck of a football team, and this ought to be a classic.
Welcome to Death Valley.
There's Heisman Trophy candidates all over the field.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
It's just great to be a Clemson Tiger. This is a national championship team. We're ready to roll.
Touchdown!
The national championship is here.
Watson, touchdown! A tremendous evening for this Clemson offense.
Look it, go, go! The Tide defense rolls again. The rematch.
Good evening, football fans. Vision 04 and Renegade 8780 here.
We were curious to see how close to real life the new NCAA 25 video game could be. So this weekly video series will follow 3 college teams, the Texas Longhorns, the Oklahoma Sooners, and the Nebraska Huskers, through their 2024-25 schedule, simulating each game via the built-in AI. This is the current week's games and our predictions for the winners of each one.
A quick recap before we get started from last week. Last week was week 5, and we had Nebraska taking on Purdue. The AI game predicted Nebraska would lose 13-31. Nebraska actually did win that game, 28-10. Moving on, we had Texas versus Mississippi State. AI had predicted that Texas would take the game with 41 points to Mississippi State's 12. The actual score was 35-13 in favor of the Longhorns. And the final game for the end of last week, week 5, was the Oklahoma Sooners versus Auburn. AI had predicted Oklahoma would win 33-30. The actual score was 27-21. Sooners took the W. Moving on, we are about to start week 6. Week 6, we will see Nebraska go against Rutgers. And that is the only game because the Longhorns and the Sooners both have a bye week. All right, Renegade, here we are, week 6. And we got a short one this week. We're joining Nebraska in Lincoln to go against Rutgers, but then Oklahoma and Texas both have a bye week. So this is our only game this week. What are you thinking going into this?
Kind of glad for the bye week for Oklahoma as a Sooners fan. Got a plethora of injuries that they can hopefully heal and recover from, and put on a good showing against their opponent in the Longhorns.
Yes, that's going to be a big game.
Yeah,
for both of y'all.
Nebraska's going to receive the kickoff to start this game. Decides to take it out, and he's 3 yards deep in the end zone, but only gets to the 15.
Yeah, I think if I were there, I would have been calling for the fair catch or taking a knee, get that touchback, and get it to the 20-yard line.
Yes. Agreed.
But here we are, starting the drive, the first drive of the game at the 15. Nebraska with the handoff, getting the first down plus 18, bringing it to the 43-yard line.
It's 28 yards on one carry. Decent start for the Huskers. If you're a Huskers fan.
Absolutely, which I am.
Quite unfortunate, but first and 10 at the 43. Another carry here on first down. Moves the chains again. That's 2 runs for 2 first downs.
And that's the kind of intensity I like to see from the Huskers. Not any other team. Any other team can pluck off.
Nebraska on 2 plays gets to the other side of the 50 at the 46.
Almost pulled him offsides there.
Third run of the game does get 9 more yards, making it second down and 1 from the 37.
Kirby Husker playing his waist fiddle. Also known as a guitar. Huskers, 2nd and 1 here. We're going to push forward and get a couple yards on that. That'll bring it a first down at the 35.
Running back for Nebraska on already has 51 yards rushing for the game on 4 carries.
That's a hell of a stat. Holy shit.
First and 10 from the 35. Nebraska looking for their first pass of the ball game. Does manage to get 4 yards on the catch on the sideline. Making a 2nd down and 6 from the 30.
Another pass right up the gut. Isn't able to bring it in there, so it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Good fall incomplete. Did throw that into some heavy traffic there. Not all that surprising that it falls incomplete on that play. Nebraska looking pass on 3rd and 6 and throws an interception.
Dylan Raiola throwing a pick there.
Does get a decent return on the interception, brought down at the 49-yard line.
That is not how Nebraska wanted that opening drive to end.
No, that is definitely not how you want to end that particular drive, having the way that they were just trucking down the field there.
Yeah. So Rutgers first possession here. Going to bring it forward for a 1-yard gain. And they are dead center of the field. That's a 50-yard line.
See if Rutgers can put some points on the board after the forcing the interception there. The 2nd down and 9. Another pass over the middle is complete. Does get enough to move the chains. Finally brought down at the 39-yard line, bringing up 1st and 10.
Scarlet Knights drop back to pass here. Rifle pass over to the right sideline there for them. Incomplete. It's going to bring it down to 2nd.
2nd down and 10 from the 39. And off to the outside. Does not go anywhere. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Making it 3rd down and 10 from the 39.
Huskers defense looking pretty good so far this game.
It's still early.
It is still early.
There's time for them to fall asleep. And
I don't know that they will after that stop. Rutgers only able to get 2 on that drive, bringing up a
4th and 8 in the 37.
Field goal situation, I'm assuming.
Potential field goal here. Only a long one. Looks like about a 54-yarder here. Kick is up and no good. Does miss the long field goal attempt. Missed it to the right. Does give Nebraska decent starting field position on their next possession, not giving up any points after the interception. See if Iowa can shake off the interception from the first drive. Start the drive off with a run that gets 7 yards, making it 2nd down and 3.
Nebraska's offense looking to, other than the interception, capture the magic they had last drive.
Bounces to the outside. Does get enough to move the chains. Finally brought down on the other side of the 50 at the 46.
Gonna go with the handoff up the side there. Able to get
a stop. Stops him for no gain, making it 2nd down and 10 from the 45. Another handoff to the outside.
Huge gain there.
It's more than enough to move the chains yet again. Brought down at the 28-yard line. Running game seems to be going a lot better than the passing game so far for the Huskers. Hand off, going to the outside.
Unable to break any of those tackles.
Rutgers able to sniff that one out pretty easily. Gets them for a 2-yard loss. Like we did have a Scarlet Knight injured on that particular play. 2nd down and 12 from the 30. Pass is complete this time. Does get enough to move the chains. Brought down at the 14-yard line. Will be Nebraska's first attempt in the red zone.
Going for the
keeper. Doesn't get anything on that. Brought down at the 14, right at the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10.
Nebraska dropping back to pass. Caught right up the middle, gets to the 2-yard line. Be a 1st and goal situation here for Nebraska. Looks like he was sharing some words with the Rutgers defender there.
Yeah, looked like he was definitely getting a little cocky after getting knocked down at the 2-yard line. Hand off up the middle, dives in, and is in for 6.
Go Big Red, we got a touchdown there, and Herbie Husker doing his obligatory, his mandatory celebration there.
Yes, Go Big Red. Yes, root on some chewing gum.
Yes. Or root that gum till the day I die, sir.
It's an odd thing to cheer for. Right? To each their own, I guess. Extra point is up and good. Nebraska with a long 9-play drive there. Chewing up a lot of clock. Finally able to put some points on the board after not being able to do so on their first possession of the game. Return man able to get up to the 16-yard line.
Going for the handoff to the outside, gets snuffed out by the defense. Loss of 2 on the play. Bringing it to 2nd down from the 14-yard line.
Second and long here for Rutgers. Another handoff going to the outside. Those managed to pick up quite a few yards, but there is a flag down on the play.
I'm going to say that was holding on the offense there.
Was a hold. Moves them back to the 7-yard line.
It'll be 2nd down and a mile here. Having to
under pressure and hit as he throws. Pass does fall incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 19 from the 7.
I'm going to drop back to pass again here. We've got, he's taking forever.
Has all the time in the world. Looks like he just went for a Hail Mary type play. Pass does fall incomplete. And Rutgers is forced to have to punt from their own end zone.
Love to see a blocked punt from here. Will not happen, but there is a flag on the play, assuming that's going to be roughing the kicker on the Huskers.
And Nebraska brings pressure with them being pinned in deep and isn't able to get a piece of the ball, makes contact with the kicker. And that gives Rutgers an automatic first down at the 22-yard line. Run to the outside, does pick up 9 yards. Makes it 2nd down and 1 from the 31.
Rutgers going with the handoff.
Decent pickup there for the Rutgers running back. Getting more than enough to move the chains.
Finally brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be first down for Rutgers. I'm going to go with that handoff to the outside again, able to get 2 on it. Bring it to 2nd down from the 41. A quick pass to the outside. Doesn't do a whole lot with it. Actually loses a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 7. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. Drops back to pass again. Still fairly quick pass, able to finally get the first down. Finally brought down at the Nebraska 42-yard line. Be 1st and 10 here. Rutgers within scoring distance, going with the handoff up the outside. Isn't able to get anything on it. Bring us to 2nd down and still 10 to go. Handoff up the middle there. Able to push forward and get 11 yards on the play. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Nebraska leading by 7. And that rush game looks a little bit lopsided in favor of Nebraska. Saw the graphic there, 88 yards rushing for Nebraska. Rutgers going with the keep and ends up getting sacked there. That'll be their first sack on the day. It's a loss of 6 for Rutgers. Bring it to 2nd down. Rutgers from the 36 drops back to pass. Gets hit as he throws it. Pass falls incomplete. It'll bring it to 3rd down and still 16 to go. Quarterback able to make a completed pass there. Only able to get half of what he needed.
still got 8 to go, but it is 4th down. And you got to think they're going to be going for the field goal here. They are lining up for the 3. The kick is up. It is good. Rutgers finally put some points on the board, bringing the score to 7-3 in favor of Nebraska. Rutgers with the kickoff here in Nebraska in their own end zone. Elects to take it forward, only gets to the 14-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the beginning of the second quarter. Going with the handoff up the middle. Gets 3 yards. Brought down at the 17-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. Going with that short pass there. Able to get up to the 24-yard line. Brings it to 3rd down with 1 to go. Does pass it to the outside line there. Able to get the 1st down plus some. Finally brought down at the Nebraska 46. Handoff right up the middle. Runs into some of his own linebackers, and that kind of cost him. Only able to get 2 yards on it. So we'll bring it to 2nd down with 8 remaining to move the chains. Drops back to pass. Pass complete over midfield. Finally brought down at the Rutgers 30-yard line. Be 1st and 10 from that spot. Quarterback keeper there. He does pass it over the middle there, incomplete. So that brings up a 2nd down situation for Nebraska at the 30-yard line. Handoff right up the middle. Pushes forward, gets 9 yards on it. Finally brought down at the 21-yard line. Only 1 yard left to go until they move the chains and keep the drive alive. Brings up 3rd down, so they got one more try at it. They are able to, looks like, pull them off sides here. Let's see. Oh, no, that goes against Nebraska. That's false start. That's going to bring the ball back to the 26-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 6. Nebraska making it harder on themselves. However, pass complete on the next play. Finally down at the 4-yard line. Brings it to a 1st and goal situation. Handoff up the middle. Dives in for the touchdown. Nebraska putting another 6 on the board. After the extra point, it will be 14-3 with Nebraska's lead, assuming they make the extra point. Extra point is up and good, so it is 14-3. And it will be Rutgers' ball. Taking the ball forward here, able to get to the 17-yard line. Be 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Only able to get 1 yard gain there. Be 2nd down from the 18-yard line. Drops back to pass. Rutgers losing some field position there. Brought down at the 15. It'll be 3rd down. 13 until they move the chains. Dropping back to pass again. Huge Hail Mary pass right up the middle. Unable to come up with it. Quick 3 and out for Nebraska's defense. Rutgers forcing to punt here, mid-2nd quarter. Nebraska will retrieve it at about the 37 and push it forward all the way to the 47. We got 1st and 10, Nebraska starting their drive there. Handoff to the outside, able to get about 12 on it. Finally brought down the 40-yard line. Handoff again to that same side. Get 7 more. Bring it to 2nd down and 3 from the 33. Villarreal with the pass. Right up the middle. Is complete, gets the 1st down, finally brought down at the 28-yard line. Another pass. Able to push forward for a 5-yard gain. Bring it down to 2nd and 5 at the 22. Handoff, snuffed out for a 1-yard loss. Excuse me, 2-yard loss. Brings it to 3rd and 6 from the 24. Goes back to pass. Is complete, however, unable to get the first down is Nebraska. Bring it to a 4th and 1. Field goal team, I believe, is about to take the field. And it does not look like it, actually. It looks like Nebraska is going to go for it. Handoff up the middle, is able to convert that 4th down. Finally brought down at the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Nebraska in the red zone. Handoff to the outside there. Able to get 2 on it. Finally brought down at the 11-yard line. Nebraska on 2nd down. Eight yards left to go until they move the chains. 11 yards to go for a touchdown. Handoff up to the outside there. Able to get 3 on it. Brings it to 3rd down and 6 from the 9. And that will take us to our 2-minute warning of the first half. Nebraska with the lead, 14-3 against the Scarlet Knights. Drops back to pass. Quick little lob. Able to get some on it. Nebraska taking a timeout. Or excuse me, Rutgers taking a timeout there. Be 4th down, and now the field goal team comes out here for Nebraska. Kick is up. The kick is good. Nebraska adding 3 to their lead. Be 17-3 in Nebraska's favor late into the 2nd quarter. Rutgers with the ball at the 17-yard line. Drops back to pass. Ends up having to throw it away as he's under pressure. It'll be 2nd and 10 again from the 17-yard line. Quick pass up the middle, almost picked off by Sherman on the Nebraska defense. Had his hands on it, just could not bring it in. Be 3rd down, Rutgers. Going with the handoff to the outside. Unable to get the first down. Unable to get anything on it. It'll be 4th down. Quick 3 and out. Rutgers will have to punt it off to Nebraska, who calls for the fair catch at the 39-yard line. Huge pass to Nebraska is complete, and they bring it all the way to the 35-yard line in Rutgers territory here.
Gigantic pass play. Dylan Raiola with another pass up the middle there. Does fall incomplete, bringing it to second down from the Rutgers 35. Ten more yards for that first down. Drops back to pass. Gets hit as he throws. Again, the pass falls incomplete, bringing it to third down. Nebraska again with 10 yards to go to move the chains. With the pass over to the side, looking deep, unable to come up with it, swatted away by the defender. Brings us to another punting situation for Nebraska, or excuse me, field goal situation. Nebraska looking to add 3 more. The kick is up. And the kick is good. Nebraska with a commanding lead this late into the first half. Nebraska leads with 20 points to Rutgers 3. Just over a minute remaining in the first half. Kickoff. Rutgers decides to field it forward. Is able to get to the 20-yard line. This is where they'll start this late drive. Quarterback deciding to keep it. Huge pass up the middle is good. Finally brought down at the 45-yard line. Rutgers 1st and 10. Looking for another big pass. Play gets blown up, and he's brought down for a loss. Loses 10 yards on that sack. A 2nd and 20 from the 35. Rutgers again with a huge pass. Is complete for a bit of a gain. Only 8 yards on that. 40 seconds left to go in this half. Brings it to 3rd and 12 for Rutgers at the 43. Looking for another big pass. Is blown up again. Nebraska with 3 sacks on the day. Bringing up a 4th and 21. Rutgers looking to punt back to Nebraska here with just over 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Nebraska electing to take it forward, is able to get to the 30-yard line. Pass right up the middle there. Able to get exactly 10 on it. The clock will pause in order to move the chains. Nebraska taking a timeout there. It'll be their final timeout of the half. Dropping back to pass. Has to throw it out of bounds there as he was under pressure. Brings it to 2nd down. Drops back to pass here again. It is blown up. Rutgers with a sack late into the first half.
And that should bring us to the last play of the drive, I do believe. Oh, that will be the last play of the drive. It is halftime with Nebraska 20-3 lead.
Alrighty. Easy first half here for Nebraska. Being up 20-3. Rutgers will start the half with the ball. Does get the return up to the 16-yard line where they will start their first drive of the half.
Nebraska's defense looking explosive there.
Run to the outside goes absolutely nowhere. Stop for a 1-yard loss. Making it second down and 11 from the 15. Takes the handoff. Does complete the pass over the middle. That is more than enough to move the chains. Finally brought down at the 38-yard line.
Rutgers offense able to make a powerful play right there.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 from the 38. Does go with the quick pass to the outside and picks up 8 yards, brought down at the 45. Makes it second down and 2.
Handoff to the outside. Blown up by Nebraska.
Let's tackle him for a 1-yard loss on the play, bringing up 3rd and 3 from the 45. So far, the run game for Rutgers not able to get to a good start here.
Fairly lackluster, one might say.
Yeah, we've had 2 runs, both have netted -2 yards.
At least they're consistent amongst their negative runs.
Pass play on 3rd and 3 is more than enough for a first down. Moving the chains, finally brought down on the other side of the 50 at the 42-yard line.
Going for the handoff up the middle.
Handoff does manage to get back to the line of scrimmage and nothing else. Bringing up 2nd and 10 from the 42. Another handoff from Rutgers up the middle. Does manage to pick up 4 yards on the carry. Brings up 3rd and 6 from the 38. Deep pass over the middle. It was knocked down by the Nebraska defense. Pass falls incomplete, bringing up 4th down. 4th and 6 from the 38-yard line. Rutgers looking for the long field goal here. Looks about a 55-yarder. Kick is up They were able to come out on their first drive and at least put 3 points up on the board. Definitely wanted to get more than just 3 points on that particular drive to cut into this lead, but they will certainly take the 3. Nebraska with the return here does get up to the 14-yard line where they will begin their first drive. Run up the middle. Picks up 9 yards on the carry, bringing up 2nd down and 1 from the 23. Nebraska running back over 140 yards rushing for the day. Run up the middle. It's a few yards, but that is enough to move the chains for Nebraska. Brought down at the 26-yard line. Run up the middle for Nebraska. Picks up 7. Brought down at the 34-yard line, bringing up 2nd down and 3. Now puts them over 150 yards rushing for the day. Nebraska with another run to the outside. Did manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd and 3. A run to the outside there was enough to move those chains on 3rd down. Getting just enough to move the chains, bringing up 1st and 10 from the 38. Jet pass to the outside. It's 3 yards. Brought down at the 41-yard line, bringing up 2nd down and 7. Up the middle. Got about half of the yardage, but there was a flag down. Nebraska called for a hold here. Holding penalty. It's going to make it 2nd down and 14 from the 34. Another run up the middle. Does manage to get 4 of those yards back. Back to the original line of scrimmage here from the 38-yard line. 3rd and long. Nebraska looking to pass. Pass is complete to the wide receiver. Wide open. Finally brought down on the other side of the 50 at the 36-yard line. It's a huge chunk of yardage there on the pass game, especially in a 3rd and long situation. Moving the chains, looking to pass again here on 1st down. Pass complete to the tight end. Brought down at the 20-yard line for another Nebraska 1st down. First and 10 from the 20. Nebraska with a handoff up the middle. Gets about 13 yards on the carry there on first down. Finally brought down at the 7-yard line. It's a first and goal for the Cornhuskers. Another handoff to the outside. Gets 5 yards on the carry, brought down at the 2, bringing up second down and goal from the 2. Nebraska chewing up a lot of clock here on this drive. Just under 3.5 to go. Rutgers there called for the offsides. Nebraska going with a hard count, getting Rutgers to jump off sides. It's half the distance of the goal, so that puts the ball at the 1-yard line. Hand off to the outside. Does get 6 points, so Nebraska able to answer back to Rutgers' field goal with a touchdown.
Another 6 for Nebraska on the board there.
After the extra point here, could end up with a 21-point lead. Just over 3 to go here in the third quarter.
Definitely causes me pleasure as a Husker fan.
Yeah, it causes me sickness, but...
Well, one man's repulsion is another man's gain, I guess.
Extra point is up and good. Long 12-play drive there, chewing up a lot of clock here in the third quarter. Rutgers receiving the kickoff there, breaks free of one tackle, able to get up to the 17-yard line.
First and 10, Rutgers dropping back to pass. Is complete up the middle, finally brought down at the 34-yard line. First and 10 from that spot.
Rutgers passing game seems to be their only saving grace so far.
Yeah, they can't run the ball for shit.
Takes the jet pass under pressure, can't get rid of it, and takes the sack. Loses 6 yards on the sack.
That'll be the 4th Nebraska sack on the day.
It's Rutgers in a second down and long situation here. Second and 16 from the 28-yard line. Takes the handoff, going play action under pressure. Looks like he did manage to complete the pass. Didn't get a lot on it. Only gets 3 yards on the reception. Taken out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A third and long situation here for Rutgers, needing 13 yards. Nebraska sends pressure. Can't get to the quarterback, throws for the deep pass. Not batted down by Nebraska. Pass falls incomplete. Rutgers taking a big risk there with that particular pass, especially with him being at least double covered. There was a third guy that wasn't too far away from where the play was happening. Rutgers having to punt here. Nebraska calls for the fair catch at the 31-yard line where they will begin their next drive. Another handoff up the middle, spinning free of one tackler, and finally brought down at the 44-yard line, moving the chains again on the ground. First and 10 from the 44 after the big run there on first down on the previous play. Another handoff up the middle. Finally brought down at the 44 on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Is able to get, looks like 12 yards on that.
Another handoff in Nebraska on the outside. Has one guy to beat, can't break the tackle, brought down, but there is a flag down.
Looks like it's going to be holding.
And Nebraska called for a hold. That will negate the big run play there. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter.
What do you think of them stats when you look at them there? Rutgers with 10 minutes less of possession for sure.
Saw the big difference in rushing. Nebraska able to pound the ball on the ground and not doing half bad in the passing game either. Another run here on first and long. We've managed to get some yardage back there, making it second down and 10 from the 44-yard line. Hand off to the running back up the middle. Does manage to get 9 more yards, making it third and short, 3rd and 1 from the 36-yard line. Able to get a huge chunk of yardage there to make it a very manageable third down rather than a long one that it could have been.
Absolutely.
Another handoff.
Right up the middle, able to get the yardage needed for the first down.
Only needed one, did get about 3 or 4 yards there on the carry. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Able to recover quickly from that holding penalty. Another handoff to the outside. Has one guy to beat before the end zone, and that is 6. Breaking the tackle right as he gets to the goal line and stay in bounds to get that touchdown.
Nebraska with another huge run play there. Able to add more points to their already commanding lead. Definitely making all the Nebraska fans feel all butterfly-y on the inside.
Well, it's kind of bugging me, though. Nebraska looking for the extra point here. Extra point is up and good.
28-point lead has Nebraska. 34 to Rutgers 6.
Kickoff here, returned 1 yard deep in his end zone, only able to get up to the 14. Plenty of time in the pocket there for the pass to be completed. Receiver finally brought down at the 41-yard line. That moves the chains for the Scarlet Knights. There's that 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Again, Rutgers quarterback with plenty of time to stand there in the pocket. Pass does fall incomplete. Bringing up 2nd down and 10 from the 41. pass under pressure. Does manage to get the ball off before taking the sack. It will fall incomplete again. Bringing up 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 from the 41. Rutgers going with 2 straight pass plays there, or technically, I guess, 3 straight pass plays. Two of which fall incomplete. This one, not sure who that was intended for, but all I saw was Nebraska jerseys there. But it does fall incomplete. That is 3 straight incompletions. Rutgers is going to go for it here on 4th and long. Needing 10 yards for a first down. This time pass is completed to the tight end. That is more than enough for a first down. Finally brought down at the other side of the 50 at the 36-yard line. Certainly not what Nebraska was looking for. Wanting to get that turnover on downs there. Here we are, 1st and 10. Rutgers with more than enough time. Now he's under pressure and can't find anybody open. It has to take another sack, losing 4 yards. Makes it 2nd down and 14. Rutgers quarterback probably should have just scrambled with that one and at least got some yardage, but instead does take the 4-yard sack. Giving it 2nd down and 14 from the 40. Quick pass to the outside, just out of reach from the running back there. Ball's incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 14.
Third down and long situation here for Rutgers. See if they're able to convert. Under pressure.
Does have a receiver wide open who drops it on the sideline.
Not what they wanted to have happen in that situation at all. Had his hands on it and just could not bring it in.
Took his eyes off of it. Sure, he was expecting to take a hit there if he would have caught it and end up dropping the ball there. So it's 4th and 14. Rutgers going for it again on 4th and long.
Pass broken up by the defender.
Falls incomplete. That is a turnover on downs. Nebraska's ball at the 40. Hand off up the middle. Keeps the legs churning and gets 7 yards on the carry.
Yeah, he definitely did not want to quit moving there. See him get held up there, but able to keep it going. Pushing forward for that extra 2 or 3 yards.
Absolutely.
Brings it to 2nd and 3 for Nebraska.
Hand off to the outside. Does manage to get 1 yard on the carry. Brought down at the 48-yard line, bringing up 3rd and 2. Another handoff here from Nebraska. Nowhere to go. Does manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. That is decent stop there from Rutgers. Nebraska forced to punt it away here. Nebraska goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Rutgers will begin their next drive. Quick pass to the outside does fall incomplete. Looks like it may have gotten tipped by a corner there.
Yeah, it definitely looked like multiple people had their hands in that in that candy jar.
The completion brings it to 2nd and 10. A quick pass is completed in the middle for a gain of 6 yards.
Bring it to 3rd and manageable for the Rutgers offense.
Only 4 yards for the first down from the 21-yard line. Pass is completed over the middle.
Rutgers with their best offensive pass I think they've had so far this contest.
Right. Huge chunk of yardage there to flip the field.
Try to say that last name, Renegade.
I'm not going to. Finally brought down at the 39-yard line after a huge completion there. Rutgers does here on 1st and 10. Another pass over the middle. It was completed, but it was fumbled and recovered by Nebraska. Nebraska able to force a turnover there late in the game. Defense trying to seal the deal here on the game.
The stadium absolutely came alive.
After the fumble recovery, brings up 1st and 10 from the 32 for the Huskers. Run to the outside, does manage to get 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 6 from the 36.
Hand off the middle. Able to get exactly...
Got a 1 yard more than what he needed.
Yes.
Than what he needed to get the first down. That will move the chains yet again for the Cornhuskers.
These bug eaters came for a buffet.
I guess. Probably the reason we have so many flies right now. They could eat more bugs, that would be awesome. Run on 1st down does get 3 yards, bringing up 2nd down and 7 from the 46. Just under 5.5 to go here in the game. Another handoff. Nowhere to go there, brings up 3rd and 5.
Drops back to pass.
Huge pass late in the game with a huge lead. Pass is completed to the tight end. That will move the chains again.
Finally brought down there at the 36-yard line. Nebraska just looking to drive that dagger ever deeper into the back of the Scarlet Knights.
Another handoff going to the outside. It's 3 yards. They're just chewing up clock here. Second down and 7 from the 33 with just over 3 minutes to go.
Handoff right up the middle.
Manages to pick up 1 more yard. Makes it 3rd and 6 from the 31. Screen pass is broken up by Rutgers.
Yeah, Rutgers had
incomplete.
Rutgers had that read from the snap. He was under pressure right there at the beginning, had to quick throw it out. Made mistakes with that throw because he was under pressure. So Rutgers had that from the
Nebraska
get-go.
looking for the long field goal here. Kick is up and no good. Misses the long field goal. Misses it to the left.
Had the distance, just
Had
did
the
not
leg,
have the angle.
Yeah, it had the leg for it, just didn't have the accuracy to go with it. Completely misses the net behind the goal post there. Somebody's going to walk away with a
free
souvenir.
It'll be Rutgers from the 31-yard line going for a huge pass.
Is caught on the sideline and completed.
Yes, it was. Just barely able to keep a toe in bounds.
Does move the chains. Taken out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Play action fake here. Had a guy wide open on the sideline, but inaccurate pass.
Yes.
Incomplete.
Unable to hit his target.
Like the receiver may not have been ready for the pass to him there. Second down and 10 after the incompletion. So the pass is complete over the middle for a gain of 5 yards, brought down at the 47-yard line.
Rutgers looking to convert this third down attempt here. Keep the drive going.
I think that is the last play for the 2-minute warning. The 3rd and 5 from the 47-yard line here. Plenty of time. Finds an open wide receiver.
Wide open for a huge gain there. Rutgers in the Nebraska 30. At the Nebraska 30, rather.
They get out of bounds to stop the clock there so they don't need to burn a timeout or anything.
Took forever to launch the pass, and it did fall incomplete. So that'll bring up 2nd down. Also stopping the clock so they don't have to burn any of their timeouts. Both teams with all 3.
2nd and 10.
Big pass.
Pass open. Finally brought down at the 14-yard line. That receiver's over 100 yards receiving for the game.
Rutgers electing not to take a timeout here.
No, they're probably not going to take one at this point with them being in the red zone and this close to the end zone. They're not going to waste a timeout. Another pass to the sideline is completed. Getting out of bounds, stopping the clock. Did get 4 yards on the reception. Makes it 2nd down and 6 from the 9.
They are able to get a first down without scoring, so this will be interesting.
They need to get to about the 3-yard line for a first down.
Taking forever to choose his target.
Trying to find somebody open.
Throws it.
And throws it through the back of the end zone, incomplete, avoiding the sack there. Nebraska with good coverage on their defense there, not letting receiver get open there. Makes it 3rd and 6 from the 9. They're looking to pass again. Plenty of time in the pocket.
Up the middle.
Does finally find somebody open in the back of the end zone or a touchdown.
Rutgers with some late stage damage control here, able to put 6 up on the board. Finally, I believe this is their first points on the board since the first quarter. First, maybe second quarter.
No, they had a field goal early in their first drive of the third quarter. They had a field goal.
Okay.
So this is their first points on the board since the third quarter.
After a booth review there, just to make sure that it was actually a fair touchdown there. Rutgers with their extra point attempt
is up and good, making a 21-point gap now. Still down by 3 touchdowns. Looking to get the onside here. And they do not. Nebraska does recover.
Spears.
And he is smashed by the Rutgers kick team. Nebraska will start their next drive at the 44-yard line with great field position. Pass to the outside.
Huge run.
It's a huge run.
I think it will be negated, though.
Will be brought back with another Nebraska hold.
Yep.
After the penalty, that'll move him back to the 49-yard line, making it 1st and 16. Another handoff up the middle, does get 3 of that 16. Making a 2nd down and 13 from the 46 with just under a minute to go. Toss play to the outside.
Nebraska
gets more than enough for the first down. Does stay in bounds. And once they get the sticks moved and set, the clock will start back up again. But they don't necessarily have to run another play here. This should be
this could be ball game here.
But it looks like they are going to run another play possibly.
They're lining up for one to see if they get it, and they do not get it off.
They decide not to snap it there.
So that will be game. Nebraska with the win, 34 over Rutgers 13. We got Renegade here coming in with the stats. What do you got for us?
All right. So it's a fairly lopsided score. The running back for Nebraska finishes the day with 260 yards rushing.
Holy shit.
So the lopsided score, one of the things that we usually discuss here is first downs. First downs were also lopsided, as Nebraska had 30 first downs to Rutgers 15.
That is crazy.
Total offense, again, very lopsided. Nebraska finishes the day with 512 yards of total offense. Rutgers finishes with 301 yards of total offense. Rushing, also again, very, very one-sided, very lopsided. Rutgers finishing the day with 19 carries, -1 yard, no touchdowns, averaging negative a tenth of a yard.
Rutgers absolutely not doing shit with their run game.
And that was evident in the game.
Yes.
You had made comments about, they ran the ball twice for -2 yards.
I should correct myself. They not only didn't do shit, they did less than shit.
Right. Nebraska, obviously, finishing the day with a very good running game, as we saw with the player of the game being the Nebraska running back with 260 yards just by himself. The team for the day finishes with 47 carries, 286 yards, and 4 touchdowns, averaging 6.1 yards a carry.
It's better than the negative 10th. Just
so
by
essentially, the rest of the team ran for 26 yards. One person on their team ran for 260. ran for 260.
Absolutely a red letter day for that gentleman.
Right. Passing game, this is where Rutgers actually had the edge here, and that was evident. Their passing game was working pretty well for them. 24 completions on 43 attempts, 1 touchdown, 302 yards, and averaging 7 yards per pass. It's not a bad day in the passing game for them, but it just wasn't enough to overcome this game. Nebraska does finish the day with 18 completions on 26 attempts, no touchdowns, 226 yards, and averaging 8.7 yards per pass.
So Rutgers with more passing yards overall, but Nebraska able to get more yards per completed pass.
Right. Third downs, Nebraska had the edge here, converting half of the time, 6 for 12. Rutgers' struggles continued in this game with not being able to convert on third downs, only converting 33% of the time, 5 out of 15 times.
They did a little better, it looks like, on fourth down conversions, but still not able to keep up with Nebraska there.
Right. Yeah. Nebraska did go for it one time on fourth, did convert that one time. Rutgers went for it twice, only got it once. So only getting half of the fourth down conversions. Red zone. Rutgers did score a touchdown, and that was the one we saw at the end there. That was their only time in the red zone, getting 1 touchdown. Nebraska didn't do too bad in the red zone, getting 3 touchdowns and a field goal, converting 80% of the time. Each team only having 1 turnover. You would see a score like that, you would expect there to be more turnovers.
Yes.
There's only 2 turnovers in the game, 1 by each squad. Total yards for the game, Nebraska finished out with, again, on top of that category as well, 564 yards to Rutgers 398. Nebraska able to get the big win considering how many penalty yards they had, having 5 penalties for 50 yards. So they had essentially 5 holding penalties in this game, but able to overcome. Rutgers had 2 penalties for 8 yards.
Possession time, I'm looking at that, and I'm seeing Nebraska with damn near a quarter of play more time with the ball.
Yes. Yep, essentially had it for an entire half.
Yes.
Rutgers finishes the day with 22 minutes and 46 seconds to Nebraska's 37 minutes and 14 seconds.
All in all, a very lopsided game.
Yeah, and the stats showed that. Yeah, there were some categories where Nebraska, had some struggles and whatever, but all in all, the stats show that Nebraska won this game and won it easily. And
yes.
The score shows that.
Yes, dominating performance by Nebraska. And that brings us, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of Week 6. The Oklahoma Sooners and Texas Longhorns are on a bye this week.
Thank God.
The Oklahoma Sooners get a chance to, get some of their injured players back into play when we meet up with them. And the Longhorns with their Red River rivalry game next week. So stay tuned for that. That'll be Week 7 next Thursday at 6 p.m. This is Vision 04.
Renegade 8780.
And we'll see you next week.
Before we wrap up the show here, let's take a look at the team records. Nebraska, through this week, AI predicts that they will have a 3-3 record. Through the end of last week's game, Nebraska's actual record is 4-1. Oklahoma, AI has them through the end of this week with a 4-1 record, And their actual record is 4-1. So AI has gotten every Oklahoma game so far. The Texas Longhorns, AI through the end of this week predicts they will have a 4-1 record. Their actual record is 5-0. So AI had one game incorrect there. Overall, the AI has predicted 12 out of the 15 games that we've covered so far correctly, as far as the winner is concerned. That is 80% correct. That was the end of week 6. Stay tuned next week for week 7, where the Sooners will take on the Longhorns in their Red River rivalry game, and Nebraska will be on a bye week.